Hey guys, hey Cody here again. I realized that I had never made a video about I've made videos with it, I've never really made a video about my PRS S2. I've had this guitar for a while. When I was shopping for a Paul Reed Smith, I went and tried out a bunch of them at Guitar Center. I tried a bunch of custom 24s and stuff like that. And the ones at Guitar Center they had old strings, they didn't really play that well. I was really just trying to get a feel for the necks, and kind of came away feeling disappointed after trying a bunch of them. And then the very next weekend, my buddy John showed up, and he had this, and not as it sits right now, but he had this PRS S2, and he had bought it brand new, and this is like the first time anyone had played it really, and he brought it over and I played it, and I was like, man, this thing plays killer. It played really, really good. Sharp, oh my god, it's sharp. Just flat black with the black pick guard and everything, and I'll get to all this in just a second. But it played so good, and it felt really good, and restored my faith. So I ended up buying my McCarty, which I have made a video about. But about a year later, probably about a year later, he decided that it wasn't the guitar for him, and he bought something else, and I bought this from him really cheap because he's just trying to get rid of it. He didn't really like it, but I loved it, so I got it from him. And I really like this guitar. I mean, it looks so tough. It plays really well. These were about $1,100 brand new, and I was really shocked with how well it played. And it just looks great. It just looks so tough. And so I got it from him and gigged it, and really loved the way it played, the way it felt, the way it looked. I didn't love the pickups in it. It had the stock number 7s. The S2s, if you don't know, I believe it's an American-made guitar, but it's Korean hardware. It's Korean electronics, and it had the Korean-made number 7s in it, in the bridge and the neck. And they were okay clean. They were okay with a little bit of gain, but they were really muddy with a lot of gain, and not even talking about metal kind of gain. I'm talking about just a decent amount of distortion, and it just got muddy. So I started looking around at pickups and things, and the first one I tried in it is the one that's in it right now, and it's a bare knuckle Warpig. It's a ceramic Warpig. I'm a huge Rabia Masad fan, and that's what he uses or did use for a long time. So I bought one and put it in. I put it kind of low because it's a really high output pickup, and man, just fell in love with it. And so that's what's in it right now. And the reason this one is kind of unique now is because now, I'm sure you saw it at the beginning, there is no neck pickup. Right now, it's still got the Warpig in it. It's a single volume, it's a single tone, and the tone has still got the push-pull, so it's still got the coil split on the Warpig. And the switch, which I'll demonstrate all this in a little bit, the switch is still functional, but with the middle and the bridge position, it's the full-on bridge pickup. And for neck, it's off. so it works like a kill switch, so I can sit here and, you know, do the stutter thing. So what happened with, I love the Warpig, so I thought the neck pickup was still kind of muddy. So I ordered a mule. I ordered a set of mules, and I put the set in, and the bridge sounded good. It was a lot lower output. I think the Warpig's like 19K on the DC resistance or something like that, something ridiculous. And the mules are a lot lower, so I put the whole set in, and the bridge sounded good, but the neck was muddy sounding. And I thought that I had fried the tone control, so I put bare knuckle tone control and volume in it, still muddy. So I was like, okay, well, it's just a solid piece of mahogany, so I need something brighter. So I ordered a cold sweat, a bare knuckle cold sweat, and that's like the brightest, most modern high output pickup they make. So I put a cold sweat in the neck, and I actually put a nail balm in the bridge, and I like the nail balm too, but the cold sweat was still muddy. It sounded like the tone was rolled off the whole time, but I had a new tone control in it. And then I tried a VH2, same thing. I've tried all three of those pickups, you know, the biggest and best of what bare knuckle recommended. They all three sounded like mud, and I just didn't like any of them. And it was to the point where I just didn't want to play the guitar. I just was like, I just don't, you know, I like the bridge pickup sound, but I just, you know, I just didn't want to play it. So I thought about more pickups, thought about doing this, thought about doing that, and at that point I had tried, you know, I was like, if bare knuckle's not going to do it, then I just don't have any hope of anything else doing it either. So I told my buddy Mark at King Hat, the one that built my Telecaster, I was like, look, just make me a pick guard with no neck pickup hole. Let's just get rid of the problem. Let's just forget about it. So he did, and I just got it back, and man, if that's not super clean and just tough. I really love the idea of single pickup bridge like Les Paul Juniors and stuff like that. The PRS SE1s, those are so cool. And the Mick from that pedal show has a Collings. It's like their version of a double cut LP Junior. I love that look. I love how cool and how tough and how simple that is. So that's what we went to. It's just the single pickup that's got the Warpig back in it. And I wanted to keep the push-pull on it because it's so high output that the push-pull is actually very functional. I really like the way it sounds. It's thick. It sounds like a big Telecaster. So, I mean, even cutting it in half, you're still at like 9.5K resistance. So it sounds great. And I haven't actually plugged it in and played it yet. I'm gonna cut some playing here and there into this video, but man, I'm so happy with this now. That is so clean. That's so tough looking. Just flat black with the pick guard and the chrome Warpig in it. Oh my God, how cool is that? I need to polish it. I need to polish all the hardware and stuff on it. It's kind of dead. I sweat really bad, so it's kind of faded. But man, isn't that cool? And now it's kind of unique. And I mean, not counting the neck pickups in it, I think I have less than $800 in this guitar. With the custom pick guard and the bare knuckle, I think I've got right at $800 in it. And man, this thing plays so good. And I don't think you could ask for a tougher looking guitar now. You could play anything with that. It's so sharp. It looks like a tuxedo. It just looks pissed off. So cool. So happy with it. Anyways, I'm going to put some playing throughout the video, but that's just, isn't that cool? This is so cool. I love that. This is so cool. The flat black headstock. So cool. Anyways, thank you for clicking on this. Subscribe if you want. I should have several videos coming out with it, or not just with this, but about pedals and things very soon. But thank you for watching. Bye.